Hello, I'm Emma Sexton, founder of the Inside Out community, the home for in-house creative leaders. This is 5 in 5, a bite-sized video series with our Inside Out visionary members. 5 minutes, 5 questions about their world, their work, and what in-house creative leadership really looks like right now. This time, I'm joined by Harshil Varsani, the creative director at Totally Money and CredAbility. Welcome, Harshil.
Hi.
So I've got 5 questions to ask you. The first one being, what's the most rewarding part of leading creativity from the inside?
I think the most rewarding part, I guess, is being part of the entire customer experience. You get a chance to shape that from within the business because you're not really guessing what matters to the customer or kind of what moves the business. You kind of sit right in the middle of it. You can be very close to the data, very close to decision making, product decisions, and especially the kind of culture that's been sort of created within the company. I think it's a good part of it's a good way to sort of build on ideas because you're immersed into that experience, being sort of creative from the inside. And I think being able to see concepts and ideas develop from discussions and conversations into sort of full-on campaigns and seeing those sort of outcomes come out is really rewarding, especially when sometimes if you are on, say, on the other side, you might not see that sort of, full funnel or full kind of end-to-end sort of execution. So yeah, that's been a really good part of being sort of in-house.
Yeah, lovely. Question number 2. What do you wish someone had told you about leadership earlier in your career?
I think when you are kind of looking at climbing the career ladder and seeing kind of the next steps, you think you need to have all the answers and kind of know everything about everything. But I think what I've definitely learned and yes, I suppose the advice that has been great to hear is that it's more around kind of creating the conditions for that good work to happen. It's less about having all the answers, but creating that culture, that environment, allowing the teams that you work with or that you might be managing to really express themselves and show their craft, I suppose. What I've learned, especially in the process of getting to where I am now, is more around having that clear vision, creating that clarity for those around you, removing blockers and things like that, and making sure that standards are held high, championing your people, trusting them. And I suppose part of that also comes down to the communication as well. And you as a leader is you're seen to you need to be seen to actually creating clear lines of communication from top down and sideways and all sorts. So yeah, it becomes about aligning people, navigating that kind of ambiguity, and then getting everyone to sort of pull in that same direction.
Yeah, I love that. The getting clarity and also letting go of having all the answers. I think that's really important, isn't it? Okay, question 3. How has being part of the Inside Out community supported or inspired you?
Yeah, I think what's been really good is having other peers in the industry, hearing their challenges and kind of being close to these conversations where you can kind of say, oh yeah, that kind of happened to me, and this is how I did it, or things where I haven't sort of experienced that before, and it's just really interesting to see. I think a lot of us probably deal with similar challenges in different ways, and there's been really good that it's not that the community isn't focused in a particular sector or a particular industry. It's so wide ranging, and now you've got so many different range of levels of people within that business, within that community now as well. So yeah, it's really good to kind of hear from others and share thoughts and just have a space to kind of talk and yeah, share those experiences.
Thank you. And you're one of our original founding members, really. You've been on this journey with us. What would you say to someone thinking about joining Inside Out now?
I would say it's a really good chance to have a space to talk to others that are in other companies that you may not have sort of been aware of, been exposed to, and just learn. It's a really good space to learn from others. It's a very strong community feel. So you get, practical advice, you get that encouragement on when you're trying to figure something out. And also, I think it's a really good chance to understand creative leadership from an in-house space, which isn't really or isn't always talked about, or it's quite hard to find some of those answers elsewhere. And from in a lot of companies, creative leadership is usually just one or two people. It's not like a whole team of people in the same space as you. So I guess you've got that kind of peer network by being part of the Inside Out community. So yeah, I think it's a really good a really good community to join to kind of learn more.
Lovely, thank you. And finally, question number 5, my favorite question actually. Complete this sentence. The future of in-house creative leadership is.
The future of in-house creative leadership is about being a lot more data-led and being a lot more comfortable with new technologies. And what I mean by that is AI, obviously, the main buzzword of the last couple of years, especially this year. But around being that kind of driver of change and allowing others to think differently. That's what creativity is all about, is solving things in a different way, and using AI also doesn't need to be any sort of hindrance. It should be brought into your workflow. And yeah, I think it's not just about making things look nice, but actually, making change happen through all these tools that are now at our disposal.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've really enjoyed talking to you, Harshil. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks for having me.
That's 5 and 5, real conversations with in-house creative leaders from our Inside Out community. To learn more and gain access to our free insider membership, head to theinsideout.community.